Hey, Darla.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm great. How are
Good.
you?
I'm so happy we can talk face to face.
Well, I'm not because it's like I look like crap.
Oh, girl,
Ah,
I got
ah.
my hair done today is the only reason that I actually look somewhat put together.
I went to the gym and came home, and I've been working on the computer for 9 hours today, and so I've just got house clothes on, and ugh.
Good. That's what I usually have on. This is how I do my calls with my team, my coaches. And we come on here in PJs and no makeup and kids bouncing on our hips and folding laundry and drinking wine, and it just does not matter at all. So
Okay,
please
well, good.
don't worry about that. I have really crappy lighting right now. Hold on a second. We're waiting for a couple other people, so hold on. I wonder if that helps at all. Yeah, that helped a little bit. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I have a really crappy old laptop that is not good, and I can tell the camera's awful. So anyway.
Oh, it's fine. You're on iPhone, so I got
Oh, you
off the
on your
computer just a
phone? Okay.
minute ago. So, yeah.
I gotcha. Okay, tell me a little bit about you. Where exactly do you live?
I live in Red Banks, which is
Red Bank.
about 15 minutes north of Holly Springs.
That's right. You had told me that originally, but I had forgotten. Um,
The new Marshall Steakhouse,
the what?
that new Marshall Steakhouse that everybody's talking about. Have you heard about that?
No, don't know what that is.
Okay. Well, anyway, I live like 3 or 4 miles. Don't bother going. They just opened last week and it sucks. So
Oh,
don't go yet. Oh,
that's all right.
someone else just joined, I believe.
Hey, Brittany, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can.
I know you can. Hey, Brittany, let us know if you can hear me. No sound? Let's make sure that she's not muted.
There it goes.
Hey, Brittany.
Hi.
It's so nice to meet you. Like, for real.
Exactly.
I was just saying that to Darla. Darla, Brittany, Brittany, Darla. I was like, I haven't never talked to y'all face to face, so this is second best option. Well, I'm so glad that y'all could get on, and there's Sarah and Lacey are supposed to get on, but Sarah, I just see sent me a message, and she can't make it, but Lacey's supposed to get on. So if y'all are cool with just waiting a couple more minutes, I know she has a little baby, maybe making her late. And if y'all don't mind, let me just send her a message real quick. Okay. Lacey. I know this is kind of a hard time, but I don't like doing them really late. I'd much rather do it now after I just scarf down dinner than like at 9 o'clock where I'm like, you know, tired.
I would too because I'm going to bed about 9.
Oh my
I
God.
get up so early.
I don't think I've been to bed that early like in a decade. I should, but I don't.
man, man, I have to. Whew.
You get up early?
About 5:30.
Okay. I gotcha. I'm usually
usually
early.
get up because my husband gets up. I fix his lunch and all that. So get all my stuff prepared for the day and head towards the gym and then come back home to work. So
Okay, so do you have kids?
I don't.
Okay, I didn't think so, but sometimes I miss things, so
No.
I just want to make sure. And Brittany, how about you? Are you married with kids? Anything?
No, no.
Gotcha.
Bridget's got kids. Yeah.
What?
My sister does, but not
Yes.
me.
Yes. Okay. I usually know or can tell without asking, but I like to make sure. You never know. Well, y'all know I have 2 of my own, and then I have 2 stepkids. So right now, they're exactly 20, 15, 10, and 5. So we have a nice little spectrum over here. Am I frozen? Am I frozen? Or am I better now?
Yeah. Okay. You were frozen.
Okay, sorry. That happens from time to time when I'm back here in my bedroom, but I have 3
Frozen
kids.
again.
Yeah. It's frozen.
Hold on. Let me check something. All right, hang on, y'all. Can you hear me?
You're an hour from where?
In front of you. So it's like 8:30 here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm getting close.
Okay, y'all.
Me too, and it's only 7:30 here.
Brittany, where are you? Brittany, where are you?
Who?
You, Brittany.
Brittany?
East Tennessee,
East Tennessee. Okay.
like Sevierville, Pigeon Forge.
Okay, I gotcha. My sister is getting married in Pulaski. Is that anywhere by you? Ugh, my internet is so bad. I'm gonna have to move. I'm so sorry, y'all. Just bear with me, okay?
Okay.
Internet is not working. Okay.
Y'all gotta get out.
Yeah, I gotta get in the kitchen. I gotta kick y'all out. Just for a few minutes, okay? I'm sorry. Okay. You wanna come say hey real quick?
No.
You don't?
Hey.
Okay, can y'all hear me and see me better now? Are we good? Are we frozen?
Really?
Again?
But we're not frozen.
What is going on with this computer?
Maybe you should get a new one.
Hi, Lacey.
Okay. We are finally set. Okay, say bye.
No.
Okay, can y'all hear me now and see me?
Yes.
Finally. It switched over to airplane mode when I was moving. I touched it, I guess.
And Lacey is on.
Hey,
Hi.
Leslie.
How are y'all?
Good. How are you, honey?
Good. Like a crazy person day.
Well, yeah, you have a baby and you work, and
Yeah.
it's a little hard to do this.
Oh,
And I just had technical issues for that entire time, so.
good. Good.
Anyway, okay, so Lacey, Darla, Brittany, y'all have seen each other in the group, but you don't know each other, but I'm so glad y'all are all on together. Sarah, who was going to be on the call, sent me a message. She can't make it, so I'm recording this so that she can watch it. I have to tell her it started about 10 minutes in. But anyway, so I just wanted to bring y'all together, tell you a little bit about what I do, what coaches do, and then let y'all ask questions. And if you don't have any, no problem. If you do, this is totally informal. This is literally just a Q&A and me letting you know what I do. That's it. There's no pressure. There's no expectations or anything like that. I know when I was trying to decide if I wanted to be a coach, I had no idea. Like it didn't make any sense to me, like what exactly coaches did except for run challenge groups. So I totally remember feeling that way and not knowing, but now that I'm doing it, it's a huge part of my life, and it has helped me stay accountable all these years. And I have this whole network of people in my life that are coaches and challengers that I would have normally never met or known. And I make good money doing it. So all of that together, is kind of a no-brainer, and I love to share and let people know about it. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Bria, honey, can you turn that off or turn it down? Okay. So I thought I would just start off and let y'all know that you can kind of be 3 different kind of coaches. You don't sign up a specific way. It's just 3 ways that people do this business. You can be a discount coach, meaning you just sign up and you just want discounts on products. You have no interest in doing anything else. And I'll get into the discount later. Second way is to be what we call a hobby coach. You kind of play with it here and there. It's not what you spend a lot of time on, maybe just a little bit of time. Just maybe looking for enough commission to pay for your Shakeology every month. And then there are business builders, which is like me, or like anyone that's interested in actually making a business out of it. Even if you have another job, you can totally work this business on the side regardless. But those coaches we call business builders, meaning they are looking for more compensation for the time that they put in, like running challenge groups and doing that kind of thing. So when I started, I knew I wanted to be a business building coach, even though I said I had no time to do that. Because like y'all, you're seeing how much time I put into it. And I was the same way with my coach that I was in a group with. I was like, I don't have time for all that. I'm busy. And so I get that feeling if that's the feeling that y'all are having. But pretty much what happens is you are either talking to people about this in your life, or they're noticing that you're doing something, or they're curious, or they see your containers at work, or, your family members are like, okay, what is this Beachbody stuff? And they are interested in it. And if they want to do it too, you're sending them to me, or you're referring them to me, or some other Beachbody coach, hopefully me if I'm your coach. But you see what I'm saying? Like you don't have a coach account and you're not capable and able to sign somebody up, meaning they want a program or on demand or Shakeology or the whole challenge pack that y'all have all purchased when you started. So what I was doing to put myself in your shoes, like you are right now, was my body was starting to change. People knew that I was going on this journey and they wanted more information. Well, I kept sending my business, but my friends and my family to my coach, Trista. Well, she lives in Chicago. Nobody knows her. There's no personal connection. They're like, okay, thanks. Like, I'm not really cool with that. I'm fine. And that's kind of when it would die, right? There were the few hardcore people that really wanted some information and signed up with her and did challenge groups with her. But for the most part, it started kind of fizzling. People weren't interested in that. Beachbody coaching is all about working with and helping the people in your life, your personal circle, whether it is people you know at church, moms in play dates, coworkers, friends, family, whoever is helping them start their journey, no matter what that is. So when I used to send all that business and referrals to Trista, one day I was like, why am I doing that? I could be helping them myself. Why am I sending them that way? And it wasn't even the money part. Like that part I didn't even care about. It was that personal connection that was getting lost. And so one day I just woke up and I was like, okay, I've been in challenge groups for 6 months now or whatever. I love them. I would love to do them myself with people in my life, whether it's 3 people or 5 people or 10 people. And so I said, well, let's give it a shot. What is there to lose? I'm going to try it and see how it goes. And so I let people know that I was doing it. I announced on Facebook, on Instagram. I sent some emails to people. Hey, I've decided to start helping others. If you're interested, I'd love to send you some information. I'm going to start a challenge group on this date. And I had so many people respond because they were like, I know Angela, or that's my best friend's daughter, meaning my mom's friend saw it on Facebook and they told their daughters, and some of my mom's friends want to sign up. Anyway, my point is it's that trickle effect, because I didn't know if anybody was going to want to work out with me and do a challenge group with me, right? Like that's a big fear. You're like, what if no one wants to do it with me? But there's always someone on social media or someone in your life that is not going to walk into a gym and sign up, or walk into a gym and get a personal trainer, or sign up with a nutritionist. That's just not what the everyday person is going to do that needs help, right? So when they see that someone that they know in their life can help them, or that they are acquaintances with, or just merely know from Facebook, they're more likely to reach out to you and want to work with you. So basically that's what I did, and I had people that were interested, and that's how I got started. So I ran that first challenge group, and I did the 21-day fix because I had done the 21-day fix like 8 times back to back. I just kept doing them. There wasn't as many programs out when I started. And so I was like, I can run a 21-day fix challenge group. So my coach ran it with me because she didn't really run it with me. She helped me get started. I didn't want her to run it with me because I knew how to do it by that point. But a lot of new coaches that I sign up that want to do it, I'll run the first challenge group with you, meaning I'll get the page set up, all the materials, what to post, answer any questions. I take all that fear out of that first challenge group if you want me to. But anyway, so having your own coaching client network is really fun because, I never have pretended like I'm a nutritionist or a personal trainer. Like that takes all the pressure off. We're not trying to be that. We're just coaching people into being better versions of themselves. And if you don't know something, we've got our team page. So me and all my coaches, you go in there and type, hey, I have a client who has a bad back. What have y'all heard are good programs for clients that need that? And we'll tell you. Or, I see this a lot. Somebody's vegan. What do I tell them what to eat? And then we're like, oh, hey, check out this food list for vegans. Those are just some examples of just random support that we give each other. There's 450,000 Beachbody coaches, and they are of all fitness levels, shapes, sizes, experience, anything. All that you need to be a coach is the desire to help others while you help yourself. I find that, Beachbody has, we have a lot of integrity. We're out to help people get in shape and feel better about themselves. To me, that's the best job you could have. Like it is the most fulfilling and satisfying job, quote unquote, because it's not a job. It's fun lifestyle, in my opinion. So anyway, that's kind of just a little bit about how I got started and why I love it so much. And y'all know I love it. You see in the challenge group, I really, really, truly love it. So anyway, that's kind of my background. And, I think that a lot, and probably all of you think this, that there is, a certain level of work and commitment, but it's all what you make it. Meaning, there's coaches that are ER doctors and lawyers and dentists that, that have full-time careers that still can coach on the side. They just run their groups differently than I do, and they just work on their business and their customers differently than I do. Y'all see me in there all the time because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I don't have another job. But some coaches post in the morning before they go to work, and their customers know, their clients know that they're not going to be back till after dinner when they get back home and they can sit down and work on questions or their groups. So, that's real important for y'all to know is you can work it however it works with your schedule. There's not a cookie cutter coach. We're all different. So anyway, so I'll stop right there. Do y'all have any questions so far about, my journey and the time commitment or anything like that before I keep rambling on?
I have a question, but it's not about what you just asked.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just really curious as to when it starts, like you were talking about the different kinds of coaches, when it starts to sort of pay off. Is it once you sign up a certain amount of people, or when it's more than just the Shakeology discount? Yeah.
Okay. So basically, you earn 25% of anything that you sell. So if someone signs up for a challenge pack's $160, you make 25% of that.
Right.
That's just the commission part, your retail commission, your retail sales. That for me right now is the smaller part of what I make. So we're multi-level marketing. So anything that coaches under me sell, there's a volume number attached to that. So let's say a challenge pack, it's $160, but there's a point volume of 135 points. And without going into too much detail, because it'll get confusing to you, that volume adds up and it cycles. And every cycle you make a dollar amount off of based on how far up you go, your rank, diamond, star diamond, emerald, whatever. So you can cycle all day, every day, and it carries over week to week to week. So the more people that are coaching under you and the volume they produce, you make money off that.
Gotcha.
And then the coaches under them sign up coaches. And as you can see, this is a big, long line. And so it's all based on volume. So whatever the people under me are doing, I make weekly commission off of that. So when you're just getting started, it's going to be more retail sales, retail commission.
Yeah.
And then, and for me, that was me for a while. I was like, I'm not signing up coaches. I just want to run challenge groups, right? But then you have people that want to do what you do. And then you have people that are interested in helping the people in their lives, and they don't want to send them to you. They want to sign them up so they can make the money off of it instead of you. And, there's a lot of different factors that go into it. But, I would say for me, my retail was high in the beginning because I was signing up people for challenge groups. But then a few months down the road, 3 or 4 months, I started having those challengers want to be coaches. And then they started running challenge groups and they wanted to be coaches in those. So you see what I mean? It's kind of a natural progression. And so I guess I'm trying to think. Sean, what did I make in my first year? Are you in there? Oh, yeah. 40, 50? 40 or 50,000 in my first year. Just running challenge groups. And, it's increased from there, and I'm in my third year. So, it's hard to say exactly when, because it depends on how hard you want to work it.
Mhm.
How many people you want to sign up, how much exposure you want, how many people you want to invite. So the harder you work, the more people sign up, the more people that want to become coaches, and it goes on from there. Does that make sense?
Totally. Yeah.
Okay. So
Can someone just get online, like, and find, a coach? Because the reason I found you was through my friend from Facebook that's not even signed up with you. She just said, "Oh, some coach from Oxford," and that's when I was like, what she said to me, and I know that I'm even signed up and doing it, and so that's how. And then I IM'd you, over Facebook, and then you told me about the whole program. But she just put on Facebook, "Look at this chick," and that's what it said on the bottom of it. And it had your before and after picture on it, and it was like, oh my God, what has she done? So
yeah. Well, and that's the cool thing is, yes, you start out with your own network, right? Your friends and family.
mm-hmm.
Then the more you put yourself out there, of course, the more exposure you're getting, the more people want to follow you. And so, I have coaches that do all different ways of putting themselves out there. I've got just a few that do not post on Facebook. They are not comfortable with it with their jobs. They lead a very personal life. They do not want to post anything and let anybody know. So they strictly email and do word of mouth. And I have one coach that has always done that, and she's always been successful. But she's really good about what she does and the information she gives. And she has like a private Facebook group that she just adds people to when they ask her about what she does and her programs and how she can help. And it's just a private Facebook group that she's always posting information in, or invites them to join on a Monday where she's going to talk about 21 Day Fix, or, stuff like that. So it's harder. It's a little more work, because if you just post on Facebook, right, and just invite people to a challenge group or talk about a meal you had, or just anything health and fitness, people are going to see that automatically without you having to go out and find those people. But my point is, you can put yourself out there any way that you want. It's your business. It's your life. But I would be here, and anyone on the team is here to help you know how to do that, because I didn't know how to do that. I signed up to be a challenger just like y'all did. I wanted to get in shape for a trip. I did the 21 Day Fix, and I was hooked. And when the coaching part came up, I was like, no, I don't want to do any of that. I'm just interested in getting this together. And so I get that, because that was me for a long time. But then, once you are like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I could tell Joe Schmo right here what to read and how, motivate them in their workout. I can do that. I'm a coach. I can coach. And so, then it just kind of goes from there. So basically, being a coach, you share. We don't call it selling. There's so many multi-level marketing people that sell, and I hate being salesy. So I really train my team to not be salesy. Just share what you do. Share the workout. Share your meal. Share your journey. Share your pictures. Share whatever you want to share. And that's what people connect with. They want to know somebody that's a mom like them, or a 30-something like them, or whatever you are. That's what they connect with. And we also don't try to appeal to the masses. I'm not out there trying to get a 55-year-old man to sign up with me. He's not going to relate to me. I'm not going to relate to him. He's not going to be in my challenge group, because that would just be weird. I would coach him, and I have coached the men on the side, but it's just different. My point is, if you try and appeal to the masses in your posts and your exposure, you're going to turn people off, right? Because you don't feel that connection. So, and there's training on this and all of that, but just to barely touch on it, is you want to speak to you when you post something. So every time I post something, I'm like, what is a 39-year-old mom of two, stepmom, fit freak, hates to cook? What does she want to see on Facebook? And that's what I have in my mind when I post, or at least I try to most of the time. So like, I've had college girls want to be coaches because their friends want to get in shape, which blows my mind. When I was in college, I was never thinking about that at all. I was too busy partying and not paying attention to my health. So like, she's going to talk to her audience way different than I would talk to mine. So does that make sense? Like, that kind of took the pressure off for me when I learned that. Because I'm like, there's this world out there, and I'm not even a personal trainer. How am I going to talk to these people? And then, you kind of realize that it's, more specific than that. And that kind of takes a weight off. You're like, okay, I can do that. So when I started coaching, I had little kids. My daughter was 2. And my angle was, let me help you get back in shape after having a baby when you're done having kids. And like for y'all, you each would have your own different way of speaking to people. Like, hey, I'm on my journey. I'm not where I want to be, but I've got, I'm hoping in a year I'm going to get there. And I would love for y'all to join me on that journey, and I can help you while you help me. And, people have all different coaching styles and angles. And that's what's cool about it. To me, it is. It's.
I like that approach, but in my personal life, like seeing you where you're at, that motivates me. You know what I mean?
Me too.
I have enough people that are like me. You know what I mean? And that's why I was telling you, I just don't feel like, I'm ready now. I might do the discount thing, and then it may turn into something else. But the motivation is seeing you come from where the normality to what you are now, is just amazing.
Well, I appreciate that. I do. And that means a lot. It does mean a lot to me because I know I've worked hard for it. It wasn't easy. But at the same time, people in your life will relate to you because it's you and you're on your journey. And that is so inspiring. Y'all need to know about me that I struggle with attracting people. I do. I have to really work hard at it because I can't tell you how many people are like, I don't want to look like her, or I'll never. And I think I told you this, Darla, I think when we were talking, when you were signing up, I get the backlash of that too. You work out too much, or, I would never want to be that muscular, or I'm not comfortable with that. Like they want people that are more like them. And
they're just scared. They're just jealous.
but it's so true.
I know. I understand what you're saying.
But I get what you mean. We all have our own preference, and it's not always your mindset, and it's not always my mindset. I the coach I signed up with, it sounds so silly, but I'm in better shape than she is. But that had nothing to do with it. It was someone in my life I went to high school with, I hadn't talked to in 18 years. All of a sudden had this challenge group that I was like, okay, well, maybe I want to do that. Like whatever I'm doing right now is not working. So I'm interested in this 21-day program. It had nothing to do with what she looked like or anything like that. So you never know. You just never know. And some people that I talked to 2 years ago will come back and they're ready. But it's taken 2 years. They just weren't ready then. And so if you're always just sharing what you do, that one post will connect with someone, or they finally are 6 months out of the newborn and they're finally starting to sleep at night, and now they can really maybe do it, right, Lace? And you just never know. But if you're always talking about it, then there's always someone out there that is like, I need to do that.
Do you ever get anybody to say, well, that the cost is a factor? Because it's expensive. and that's the first people when they say, well, what are you doing? And I tell them, and they're like, oh, well, I've done that before and I can't afford it. And I'm like, you go out to eat, 20 times a month, I get that, but it is for like, especially my area, Oxfordsville may be a little different, but where I'm at, it's like my friends, big budgets, they wouldn't spend that much on the shake per month.
Well, here's usually my opinion on that is if they're interested in losing weight and getting in shape, even a little bit interested, they've been thinking about it. If you go to a gym, as you know, it costs way more than to buy a challenge pack. And what's so cool now is, on demand is just this year. Before it was just the DVDs. That's all you got. You didn't get the entire library. So that was always a harder sell. Now you get a whole year in Shakeology for $160. So we're trying to give that full solution to people where they don't just do their one program and then they fall off the face of the earth and never do it again. We've got the next program and the next program and the next program that they can try. So I always say, okay, if you're going to go to the gym and sign up for a month, what's that month going to cost you? And you're going to go buy groceries because you're going to try and eat better. Do you have any idea? I mean, I don't say it like that. Do you have any idea what you're doing? I mean, I'm not
right.
But, they don't know because then they have to sign up with a personal trainer, and then that trainer's got to give them information. So, it's like if you just try the challenge pack with your first bag of Shakeology, and I tell people this, I'm like, when I signed up for my first challenge pack, I couldn't afford Shakeology every month. I just couldn't do it. I was stay-at-home mom. It was not cool. So I would do a month or two on and then a month or two off. And then when I could afford it again, I would do it. And then, go back and forth. And then finally, I was so in to my health and fitness that I was like, I just got to sign up and be a coach and get a discount on it and I will figure it out. And so I tell people that just try that first bag in your challenge pack and you're getting a whole year of working out no matter what. But just try the first bag. And then after that, you decide. If it's not for you, I get it. If you just, want to do the workouts and then see where it goes and healthy eating, and then hopefully you'll want that Shakeology again because it's, it's really, as y'all know, is so good and it helps a lot. And then they'll feel really good after a month. And then if they want it bad enough, they're going to stay on it because they don't want to get off of it. So anyway, you get better at talking about that as you go because I used to stumble a lot at the beginning. I'd be like, oh, I don't know what to say. Because, everyone has their own financial situation and that's fine. But if people want it bad enough, they will figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I would be someone you could ask that to. I mean, I must have asked my coach 5 million questions when I signed up just because I'm like, hey, what do I tell this person? What do I tell this person? That's just what we were here for, to help coach y'all and coach our own challengers. And it also is important that you value your time. So, I work this full time. I put a lot of work into it. So I want my challengers on Shakeology. You earn commission off of Shakeology orders every month when they renew. So that's another way to make income. So it's just an automatic renewal. You make $20 off of each monthly shipment without doing anything. It's just in your receipt. So to me, that's kind of like my $20 payment for being their 24/7 coach for that month, if you think about it. Now, when I first started coaching, that was not something that I required. And even now, if I have a client that's like, I can't afford it this month, I'm still working out, eating clean, that's fine. I'm not going to be like, see ya. But in general, that is how I value my time. But in the beginning, it was a lot of work, I'm sorry. In the beginning, it was a lot of work trying to figure out, okay, do I let this person in? Do I not? And I was always asking my coach. I always tell my coaches, just use your best judgment. If you're cool with coaching somebody that's not on Shakeology, that, can't afford it right now, but is going to do the 21-day fix and is going to, wants your help with the meal plan, do that. Help these people. And then you can decide after that, you can have a conversation with someone like, okay, you ready to get back on Shakeology, or whatever you want to do. That is your business. There's nobody telling you what you can and cannot do. That's just my advice. Okay. So anyway, so the commission's 25%. You also get a 25% discount on anything that you order, except for clothing, apparel. Beachbody apparel is like 10%, I believe. I never buy the apparel. We always get prizes. So if you ever see us with Beachbody stuff on, Beachbody loves their coaches. So think about it. You've got Beachbody and you've got the general public. We're the people that keep them on programs, that keep them, coming back for more, a new program that comes out. We're helping them get in shape. So Beachbody loves us. They love us. They will spoil you. We have trips every year that you can earn. They send out prizes. If you help 3 people a month with the challenge pack, you get a free Quarter Force tank top. This month, you get a free Shift Shop tank top. Some months it's a yoga mat. Some months, it's just always something. So you can literally help no one in a month, meaning you're not working the business. You're just using it for your own discount. And that's fine. Or you can decide to help everyone in 1 month and really put yourself out there. So that's what I like. There's nobody saying, Angela, have you met your sales goal? I mean, we don't do it that way. It's all what you make of it. And I wanted to make something of it. So I did. And it's the best thing I've ever done. But that's just me. I'm Beachbody through and through. I love it. I'm a total dork about it, I know, but I don't care. There's no contract. I know I've talked to a couple of y'all about that. It is $16 a month, and that basically covers your business service fees. So you
How
get
much did you say?
$16 a month,
16. Oh.
whether you order anything or not, personally. So if you don't place an order a month, it's not like you're canceled or anything, or you're just going to have to pay the $16 a month to be a coach and to be eligible for your discount and to get your commissions and all of that. But you can cancel at any time. There's no, you have to do this for a year or anything like that. So I like that about it, because I was like, what if I sign up and I hate it? Or what if I sign up and it's too much? I could have literally quit the next month. But I was like, there's something to this. It's a domino effect, Once you get 5 challengers in your first group and they get results and you help them get results, those people in their life, they want it too. So you start getting referrals. And, it's really cool how it works, because, you will reconnect with people all over the place, which I love that about it. So anyway, there's so much more I can go into. I really just wanted to keep it kind of surfaced and let y'all know what I do and let y'all ask me questions. So what have I missed? Anything that y'all want to know that I can go over? That you can think of? And if
I
not,
guess
that's cool too.
with me, I wanted it, like I told you when I started it, more for the diet, because I like going to the gym, and that gets me to exercise. And I've done some of the Beachbody stuff, but I haven't done a whole lot of it. I've had my own workout regimen, and so I feel like I might not be as,
Right.
being a coach, I probably need to do more of it.
Well, here's my take on that. There are coaches that literally are gym rats. They have their own thing. And all that matters is that you're coaching them on a Beachbody program. Because obviously you're not going to, set them up with a gym workout. You're
Right.
just going to give them the program that's been given to you. And, you can train them on that. All the materials are there. And so that's what's cool about it. But you personally, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But the more you do Beachbody, the more you can attract. And the more you're going to be able to help with personal experience. So, but, that would be up to you. You can, in my opinion, if you were sharing your meals and your nutrition and, whatever you want to share, people are going to be attracted to that. And you'd be like, okay, well, here is, let's talk about what kind of workouts you like. And I'm going to suggest the 21-day fix for you or the shift shop for you or whatever. And, you could set them up with that. But you personally, you can do what you want.
Gotcha.
Okay. Good question. How about you, Brittany? You have any questions, baby doll?
Not really. I've just been kind of going over everything after I signed up the other night. So
Yes. Well, yeah. So Brittany just signed up. Yay! And so Brittany, we'll be talking more one-on-one. But I just wanted you to be on this call so you obviously could hear this side of it. So I'll be getting in touch with you. Okay.
because right now it's probably the discount, but
Yeah,
maybe
and that's okay.
more.
Yeah, and that's okay. How about you, Lace?
That I've been thinking about this for a while.
Yeah.
And I ran into Katie in Oxford the last time I was there at Snack Bar, and we talked about it for a while. It was right when she was about to start her first group. But my thing is, like, I keep having people saying, what have you been doing? And I'm like, I've been doing Beachbody for like 30 minutes a day, every day. And they're like, we don't believe you. You have to work out more than 30 minutes. And I'm like, I swear, like, I've worked out my whole life. I used to, before I got pregnant, I would run for like 2 hours, and my body has never responded to exercise the way it has to this. And so I keep thinking, and I've sort of tested the waters with people, and I've been like, well, would you be interested in doing it? And they're like, no, that's just, no, we go to the gym, we do Orange Theory, we couldn't do it. And so I think I'm just afraid of like putting myself out there and nobody responding, everybody being like, what are you doing? Who do you think you are?
That's everybody's fear. I promise you it is. Everyone says that. I said that. I'm like, who's going to want to work out with me? I just work out at home.
Yeah. And like, people don't believe it. And I'm like, no, like, I'm becoming obsessed with it. Like, I cannot believe the short amount of time that I spent working out and the results that I've gotten in the past. I can't even, 6 months, maybe. Yeah. 6 months that I've done that. It's ridiculous.
And it's mostly the food.
No, I totally agree on that. That's on the days that I don't work out, I like make sure my food is on point, because I think that's the most important part. I really do.
Yes.
I do too. I love it. I love how they mix it up too. Like we're doing the shift shop thing, and I'm so. I haven't cheated one time, and I love it. It's just.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I've cheated.
It's just so. Oh, I haven't. And
that's awesome.
my husband just cracked open a beer. I just heard him in the background.
No.
I don't want it, but it's just like, oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, and what's interesting is, like, Lacey, you found me on Instagram, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was like, how it'll pop up like people you might know or something. I don't even know how I got to that page, and I saw the same thing. Like, I saw your results, and I was like, holy crap, what is this? And it was something like where and I clicked on it, and I started looking, and you had 2 kids, and here I was like 2.5 or 3 months postpartum at the time, and I was like, whose body is this that I'm living in? Like, I've got to do something.
Yeah.
I can't go to the gym because, I mean,
Right.
who has, like, I'm not going to get a babysitter to go to the gym. I don't have time to go out and run for 2 hours like I used to. Here's this girl claiming that she accomplishes this in 30 minutes a day. She's like, I've got it, you know. So yeah, that's how I found you.
And, you know, it's taken time. I mean, it takes time to put yourself out there. Like, you have to post, and, you know, if you want to do it, not just Facebook, and do Instagram too. I mean, all of that is up to you. It's not like you're just going to sit back and all these people are going to come to you wanting to work out. You have to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you though, they don't want to go on my journey. They want me to look like you.
No.
Yes.
You were wrong with that. Wrong.
Oh, well, some of my
Can I
friends-
just say that, like, I have seen so many, I guess because I follow a couple Beachbody things that, like, other Beachbody coaches will pop up. And, like, I have seen so many Beachbody coaches who do not look like Angela and have, I mean, thousands and thousands of followers. And I'm like, I mean, it's crazy. And it's because they're relatable. You know, I mean, it's because like Angela was saying, you know, they're like real people. It was one girl who went to the, I cannot remember her name, Ashley or something. She went to the, what did y'all do in New Orleans? The summit thing. And she's like one of the top 10 coaches. And she just had like her second baby. And I mean, she puts it all out there. Like, it's not pretty. And she puts it all out there. And I mean, serious respect. And she has like over 10,000 people following her. It's crazy.
It's just, you know, that's such a good point. I'm so glad you brought that up. You know, everyone relates to things differently. And, you know, like, I have a coach right now, Angie DeRosset, who's in our group that y'all see post every day. She followed me for a year. And when I finally said I was doing a free clean eating group that I just was going to do on Facebook, she messaged me and she's like, I think I want to do it. I do not want to look like you. She's like, I just want to eat. She wasn't rude about it. I mean, I knew her husband, but she was like, I'm just in this to feel better. Like, I'm not interested in getting muscles. She said that. I'm not interested in, you know, slaving away at the gym. I just want to feel better. I run all the time and I have a spare tire. You know, a lot of runners have trouble with their midsections. Not all of them, but some of them do, right? And, you know, and they carb up and they drink beer after as their reward. And, you know, it's just like, it's just a different way of thinking. And so that's what she was doing. But anyway, she did that first group. And in like a week, she lost like 7 pounds or something. She was like, huh. And then she's like, okay, I think you're not full of shit. What else you got? And I was like, okay, here we go. And then, you know, now look at her. She's like, oh,
right.
and she's addicted, just like, you know, we all are. And so then she was like, well,
I've lost 7 pounds from doing with you, and I've only been doing, let's see, I've done the 21-day fix and then a few weeks of that again, and then I swapped to this, you know, the shift shop. So
well, and then you got past that 140 mark. It's 139.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're 136, right?
Yep.
Amazing. And I mean, it's still not about the scale, but we all have that number.
Yeah, but it helps.
And, you know, that's why it's so not about the scale. It's just, I mean, I fluctuate all the time. I think I weigh like 134 right now. You know, I mean, I've been 127. When I started, I was 147. You know, I've gone all over the board. You know, you lose it, you get skinny, then you gain back muscle, and then I don't want to lose weight. I just want to gain muscle. I mean, it's like you just go all over the board, but it just doesn't matter, because if you're inspiring and motivating people to do whatever it is that they want to do, you know, that's where it gets fun. Anyway.
Well, send me the link again, or if you don't mind, about the, you know, how to sign up. Because I think I want to try at least for the discount, and who knows what, you know.
But
Because I'm not quitting. So.
Charlotte, you were so hardcore, meaning you don't cheat on your meal plans. You work out at the gym. I mean, every day there is never, I mean, you have a no excuses attitude. If you don't think people are going to relate to you with that, then you're crazy, because they will. They're going to be like, whoa, this girl is a hard worker. She's going to push me, and I need that in my life. I need accountability. And so anyway, I know it's scary, but you know, until you just dive in and see the kind of reaction you get, you just don't know until you try it. And you can say, I don't want to do it. And I'll be like, okay. You know, it's not like, what? You know, we're all living our lives, and we're doing the best we can, and we're just trying to be the best versions of ourselves. And, you know, we're not all meant to run this business the same way, and you just do what works for you. And I'm here to help you with whatever you need. You don't want a lot, just a little, I'll help you a little. If you were like, hey, I need to talk to you every day for the next month for me to be comfortable with this, then fine. You know, I help people in all different ways. It's whatever you need. It's my job. And it's fun.
Well, thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you for the call.
Yes. Are y'all good? I know we need to get off. It's already 8:30. It's been an hour. But any last questions? Anybody? Are y'all good?
I'm sure I'll have more later, but
Okay.
thank you.
You know where to find me.
All right.
All right. Well, thank y'all for taking the time to be on. I really appreciate it. I hope it helped. And y'all let those little brains start thinking about what you want to do.
Thank you.
All
Nice to
right.
meet you guys.
Bye, y'all. Good to see
Bye-bye.
all of you in person.
Bye-bye.